Alright, hey, Hades Omega here, and I'm sitting here in my 2021 Rav4 Prime SE. And so Hades Omega uses his Rav4 Prime for a lot of work, alright? A lot of gig work is what I'm gonna say. I do DoorDash, I do Uber Eats. I don't really do too much Uber now because it's pandemic and all that stuff still. And currently right now I'm working as a UPS PVD, alright, personal vehicle driver. And so I need to use my phone to make money on a daily basis, all right? And I need to have my phones at the ready all the time, all right? So that's why I bought this guys, all right? The ProClips, all right? You can get these from ProClip USA. I got them on Black Friday, so they were on sale. They're $28 each, all right? One of these is a dash mount, all right, or a center console mount, and one of these is this one. This one is the A-pillar mount, all right, and this is the dash mount right here, okay? I got these for 28 bucks. What these allow me to do is put a phone mount on them. It's like a phone mount specifically made for the Rav4, all right, the 5th generation Rav4. So this video isn't specifically for a Rav4 Prime. It's for any 5th generation Rav4, okay? So, Hades Omega's been looking for a good phone mount for a while now. Right now I'm using a Bracketron phone mount. All right, it mounts on the vent, and I like it, but I bought a new phone. All right, I bought a LG V60. All right, this guy, it's bigger and beefier than my previous phone, LG V30. All right, that's like 3 generations older than this phone. Okay, so yeah, it's. My opinion, the V30 was perfect size, all right? It was not too big, not too small. This one is a little bit longer and heavier than the V30. So I wanted a more robust, stable mount, all right? And that's what I think we can do with these. So yeah, I heard about these. It's a custom mount just for the Rav4, and it looks pretty good, all right? So it doesn't mount anywhere funky like the vents. The cup holder, like right now I'm running a cup holder mount. I'm pointing to it right I've got a cup holder mount that UPS gave me for because I use their phone for thing. And so I want to get this thing installed so we can do some stuff with it, all right? I can do some work with it before the end of the UPS season, all right? So right now I have a need to use 2 phones at the same time, all right? I'm using UPS's phone to deliver the packages, and then I use my phone for like the maps and navigation and stuff, all right, and other stuff to look at the messages and all that stuff. So I use my phone a lot when I'm working, so I have to, it's worth it to me to spend more money on my phone mounts because this vehicle makes me money because of my phones, okay? So like, yeah, so the phone makes me money and the Rav4 makes me money, and currently I owe a lot of money on this Rav4, so we gotta make some money. All right, okay. So anyway, let's go. This video will focus just on the ProClips. Let's take a closer look at these guys. I will install them, and then that'll be the end of the video. All right. So yeah, we'll take a closer look at these, and then I'll install them in the vehicle, but I won't install the mounts. All right. So these are basically a base mount. All right. So it clips somewhere in your Rav4, right? The A-pillar and the center console, and then it's up to you to figure out what kind of phone mount you want. All right, so it's already, this is just the starting point for where you're gonna do the thing. Okay, so and then I might modify them before I install. All right, because there's a certain plate that I'm gonna use to add the phone mounts. Okay, all right, so let's take a closer look at them. $28, all right? Both of these were around $28 from ProClip USA. I got them on Black Friday, so they probably won't be $28 anymore though. So, but yeah, if you're looking for a phone mount and it's around Black Friday, they have Black Friday sales at ProClip USA. Okay, I believe you can find these other places, so I'll put some different links where you can get them. Okay, but they make 2 specifically for the 5th generation Rav4. All right. Okay, so this is the ProClip Center mount, all right? It says here, ProClipUSA.com. All right, it's for a Toyota Rav4 2019 to 20XX. So I don't the 6th generation Rav4 is not out yet, guys. All right, so don't quote me on this, but I believe this will definitely fit a 2019 to 2021 Rav4. I don't know if it'll fit a 2022 and up, because I think they changed the interior a little bit. I'm not 100% on that though, so don't quote me on that. But for sure it will fit a 2019 to 2021. Okay, ProClip USA here. Here's the item number 855489. All right, here's the back. It probably says this on both of them, so I'll read this one. ProClip USA is a leading supplier of mobile device mounting solutions for phones, tablets, mobile computer scanners, mobile printers. ProClip provides mounting solutions in many industries, including fleet, warehouse, waste disposal, public safety, healthcare, and more. All right, and then there's the variety of social media. All right, they're made in Sweden. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. But I guess they must, they're made in Sweden, but they sell them in the USA, so thank you. And it says, thank you, we appreciate your business and are committed to your customer experience, all right? And then they have a customer service numbers there, and then their hours of operation. Pretty cool. All right, let's go check out what's in the bag. This is the front mount, all right, the center mount. Center console mount. We're going to do this kind of unbagging type of thing. Okay, it comes with the manual to install it. Okay, it comes with the mount itself. There's some kind of sticky material here. All right, it says there's a little ProClip USA. All right, it says ProClip USA here. There's a little sticker here. Pretty nice. All right, so this is the mounting surface for the ProClip. All right, and then it comes with the installer tool. All right, so let's take a look at this thing real quick. All right, so you would use this as a base for your phone mount, or whatever mount that you're trying to install in the car. You could use it to put like a tablet or something if you want. All right, anything you want. All right, this is it's like DIY kind of part. All right, is what I want to say. It's got some dimples. All right, they're not holes. There's dimples kind of drilled into here. All right, so you can mount certain devices. Hades Omega is going to use what's called an amp mount. All right, it's a common mount for GPSs. Okay. Yeah, GPS, there's another device. All right, so what this guy does, all right, item 855489, it mounts like right around here. Okay, that's where it mounts. So it might block, depending on what device you put on this, it might block the passenger vent a little bit, all right? But it's designed to be mounted like right around there, okay? I'm not gonna like install it quite yet, okay, because I gotta modify it. That's what it'll look like. It comes with a little tool to open the gap. So what it does is it clips on your dashboard. All right. Hopefully, whatever you're putting on your dashboard, you know, or the forces that are exerted on your dashboard will not mess your dashboard up in the future. Okay. Let's hope not. All right. Okay. So that's how that works. Okay. So here's the manual. It looks pretty simple. I'll just kind of go over it real quick. It looks like you have to clean the area where the ProClip will attach, because they got a little piece of tape, all right, that you got to put on. Yeah, so it's like kind of like a one-time install thing almost. So this installs right here. All right, there's a little seam, like a gap between the vent and the dash material. You're going to open that up and then just put that in there. Okay, just like that. Okay, and you're gonna use this little tool they gave you to help you open it up. All right, you're gonna put that in there. Okay, and it opens it up for you. Okay, it's like a little spudger sort of. Okay, so the top part clips in first, and then you press the bottom part into the bottom, and then that's it. Pretty easy. All right, it looks like it mounts. All right, so this Rav4 that they have here is a little bit different. There's a little on-off switches, all right, or rollers, all right, they turn the air on and off. All right. This one has dual climate control, so I think that's why this one doesn't have it. All right. It's gonna mount like to the right of the hazard switch a little bit. All right. So probably off a little bit. Probably should be like right around here is where it goes. Okay. That's where, according to the picture. Now, whether you could move it or not, I'm not 100% sure. Okay. But I think the little tape, you got to undo the little tape, and then it'll help keep it situated, is what I'm gonna say. It looks like it goes in here. Yeah, it goes in here and it clips to this. So if you ever need to take the HVAC controls assembly out, because I've had to do it before to install this thing, I don't know, you may have to take the phone mount out. I'm not sure. Okay. And then that's pretty much it. Okay, so the tape is there so it doesn't damage. It's there to protect the HVAC control for getting scratched, because it's gonna touch it, right? So the tape has like a little foam padding on it that keeps it from scratching that. All right, but it's gonna be way in there. Okay. All right, just to give you an idea, here's my phone, and it's gonna look something like that. So it's probably gonna block some of the controls. All right, but that's actually looks pretty good right there. Okay, so I wanted one specifically for the center, because I think the center is a good place to mount, especially if you're going to be watching movies and stuff. All right, I think it's better to have it in the center, but I think if you're just going to be using it for navigation and stuff, the vent mount is better. All right, so there's that. Okay, let's go take a look at this one. This is the ProClip Left mount, all right, or the A-pillar mount. All right, it's just for Rav4 2019 and 20XX, just like the other one, pretty much the same thing. Okay, I'm not going to go too much in detail for this one. Oops, I ripped it. Okay, this one you definitely get more for your money. There's the manual. This one doesn't come with the little trim tool. All right. It looks like they glue everything. I hope it's pretty strong. It's got like some kind of plastic. It's held together with plastic cement. All right, that's what it is. Pretty nice craftsmanship. All right, and this is specifically made to mount on the A-pillar. Okay, very nice. So where would this go? This would go, I believe, right here. Yeah, it's gonna mount somewhere like there. Okay, pretty close to your vent, maybe like around there. I don't know if you can move it up or down, but there it is. All right, so it's gonna be mounted there somewhere like that, where my current phone mount is. All right, my current phone mount is on the vent mount, but I'm trying to get away from these vent mounts. It's kind of scratches up your dash and stuff, and if I pull, oh yeah, another reason I wanted to get rid of this is because the magnet is super strong on this. Okay, I've tried different things, and yeah, it's not working. But with my old phone case, I used to be able to pull it off because the magnet wasn't super strong and it would just come off. This one is so strong that it'll just yank the mount right out of the vent. So I wanted something more secure. All right, and so that's why I want this. Okay, so that's going to be like something like that. Okay, somewhere around that. Okay, area. So here's a brief look at the manual before I install this guy. Yeah, so it looks like you're going to peel the weather stripping back. All right, right around here. This guy. And then you're going to push it in there, and then you're going to yeah, so you're going to open up the weather stripping, push the ProClip in there. All right, and then press it upward into the rest of the C-pillar. Okay, C-pillar interior stuff. Okay, and then there it is. So this one is actually even easier to install than the other one. Okay, you don't need any special tools. You just kind of it just clips in place. All right, that's what they call it, ProClip. All right, so that's gonna go like right around there. So Hades is gonna modify these. All right, I'm gonna drill the holes in it so I can put the mounts on it, but I won't. And then I will shoot an install video for just these. Okay, cool deal. All right, so See you in a lot of the basic phone mounts, all right, use 17mm balls. All right, so the RAM uses 1-inch balls, but the most common RAM mounts use 1-inch balls. So this is a 17mm ball. It's what's called an amps mounting plate. All right, a lot of GPS devices use this. All right, so that's why that's a common thing. And I think the holes already line up. The holes already line up for this. So all we got to do is drill them. Okay. And Hades Omega doesn't want to use any adhesives or anything because the mount's gonna be in the car and it's gonna get hot, and I don't want that adhesive getting, you know, all gooey and dripping off. I've seen it happen before. Right? I want to use nuts and bolts. There you go. That's why I got these. I'm very disappointed in this one. I bought two different 17mm ball mounts. All right, this one and this one right here. All right, they're all steel too. They'll probably get real hot in the summertime, but it's okay. We're not touching them. This was supposed to come with the screws and the nuts, and it didn't. I'm disappointed because in the picture of that I bought this from, it had it, and now it's not in here. So what the heck, man? This other one didn't have one. All right, but I bought a different kind just to try it out also. All right, so with these 2 amps mounts, or with these 4 amps mounts, all right, I got 2 RAM mounts right here. All right, these are both RAM branded, I think so. Yeah, there's a composite one and there's an aluminum one. I found out the composite one is actually thinner than the aluminum one, and the bolts I have fit better on the composite one, so we might use this one first. Okay, and yeah, so these plates line up with the holes in here, so we just got to drill the holes for this. One of these freaking holes lines up. There we go. Okay, yeah, so this one already has the holes to line up to here. Okay, it's way bigger, all right, but the holes are there already. They line up. So all we got to do is drill those out and then put the bolts and the nuts and then clip this on, and then we're in business. All right, and then all you have to do is add one of these RAM arms, all right, and then connect it to our slip grip. All right, so that's how we're going to mount the slip grip. We're going to use a RAM mount. Okay. Now to use your typical phone mounts, like I mentioned, we have to use a 17mm ball in, all right, and then that's what we're going to use to install, like this guy. Okay, so you can use this with your most common phone mounts. Okay, you just buy the phone mount and then just stick the ball in there, and it should pop in. Okay, so that's the plan. So the first step is we're going to drill the holes for this. And so one thing I've noticed is there's no way you're going to get a bolt. Yeah, there's no way you're going to get a bolt in there, man. At least I don't think so. All right, I don't know if I'm going to drill all the holes. I'm probably going to drill like 3 out of the hole, on the holes. For sure. Yeah, for sure. I think we're gonna use just this part right here. All right, we're gonna use this part of the plate. So this is gonna go like so. That, okay? Then there's going to be a lot of stuff sticking out, but that's okay. The mount's going to be over it already anyways. I could probably trim it later if I want to, but we'll be drilling the holes here. All right, it looks like we probably won't be using this hole, so we'll just use three of the 4, which is fine. That's fine, whatever. This one, and this one. Right, this one, it comes really close to this. Okay, and then same thing for this one. I think we're only going to use 3. Yeah, we're definitely only going to use 3 for this one. All right, because look at how close this is to the mount right here. Okay, so if I drill a hole there, I won't be able to stick a nut in there. So, for sure, I'll just drill a hole in all of these so I can move it anywhere I want. So, you could choose these set of holes or these set of holes. All right, so you got some choices of where you want to mount stuff, but I'm going to go ahead and drill all of these ones. Except for this one, because this one won't, you know, like I said, it's going to hit the mount here, okay? Same thing with this one. I'm just going to use 3 of them. I might be able to get a bolt in there. I'm not sure, all right? But I'm just going to drill these 3 because I don't think we're going to use this one, all right? This one kind of too close to the steering wheel, okay, in my opinion. All right, and then these just clip in, and then we mount either the RAM mount balls or the 17mm balls on here using the amps plates, all right? These are the amps. This is the amps pattern right here, okay? Okay, so that's the plan. So when I'm done, you guys will see the ultimate phone mount for as big as Rav4 Prime, okay? But yeah, like I said, the first step is we're gonna drill the holes. I'm gonna mount the plates. We can mount any plate that we want, any combination that we want with all the parts that I have right now. Okay, so I've gone ahead and drilled this one. All right, make sure you use a really sharp drill bit because I was using a dull one and I was like, that's weird. It's not cutting it very well. So the sharp one just cut through that like butter. All right, so make sure you use a new drill bit. That's what I did. And then so I've got these two 17mm mounts that we're going to try out first. One of them is by iBolt and one of them is by Arkon. All right, Arkon is the heavy. This one is really heavy, man. And then this is the Icon one, much smaller. I don't think we need anything quite that heavy duty, is what I want to say. So we're going to try this one first. That's what I want to say. So this one, this one's got some little lines on it, and this one's got some big lines in it. Okay, I don't really know what those little reliefs are cut in there for, but okay. And this is going to go like so, and it lines up perfectly. All right, so we can't use this center one because like there's no room behind it. All right, for sure. All right, and I think I want to use the thinnest mount. Let me see what the thick. Oh, this bolt doesn't go through. Maybe I might need to make the hole a little bigger. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is bust out the reamer real quick. Okay, so if you're wondering what the bolts I'm using, they are 5mm. All right, guys, that should be like an M5 or something. Okay, and I've got the nuts for them. I had to grab whatever nuts I had. All right, and I reamed it with the reamer. I should be able to get it through the holes now. Some of them are still kind of tight, but it's okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and install. I'm not sure. Let's install this thick one first. We'll see how that goes. The screws aren't very long, so the thinner the mount, the better. I don't think I need a super heavy-duty mount, man. That's what I say, all right? But so let's try this one out. Some of them I have to thread in, so. But it fits in the holes perfectly. All the holes lined up to the amps plates. It's perfect. Good. Oh yeah, it'll work with the thick one, so I can use it. There's a good amount sticking out, so. Okay, and also remember we can put this guy also, all right? But I don't have the. I'll make a separate video when I get the slip grips, all right? And I'll show you how that goes. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and bolt one of these guys on, and then we'll install it. Okay, there it is. It's on there. It would mount something like that. I have the option of moving this one up here if I wanted to. Okay. Like I said, we're not using this one, so no matter what, we'll only be using 3 screws, all right? But it's pretty solid. It's not going nowhere, okay? Cool deal. All right, so that's the center console mount, and then now I'm going to go work on the A-pillar mount, all right? Okay, you just saw that I drilled the holes in there. Now let's go ahead and mount the plates. Let me just make sure the bolt goes through all of them. Okay, let me go ream it out now. So the 3/16 drill bit, all right, this guy is just enough, just perfect to get it in there, but it just still drags a little bit. So I want to open up just a little bit, all right? But we could just kind of force it in there and it would be fine, okay? The thing about this plastic is it's really, really, really soft, all right? So be careful with it. You could take a lot of material off real fast, okay? All right. Okay, there we go. So I've got the 2 amps plates with the 17mm balls connected. One for the a pillar mount and one for the center console. All right, and then all we got to do is install them in the vehicle, and then just pop the cell phone mount onto there. All right. So the way that works is there's a little ring. You put the ring in first, then you pop the cell phone mount into the ball. All right, in the ball joint, and then you tighten the ring on it. All right, and then that should allow it to move a little bit. All right. These are nice. This one seems. I don't know. I guess that's why they put these lines here, so it gives it a little grip. All right, so it won't move all that much because these don't have any kind of rubber. That's one of the benefits of having the ram mount, is that this won't move so easily. It's coated with a kind of rubber or a urethane, and so it won't move so easily. All right, but you have to tension it. All right, if you want it to be solid. So this one you can kind of adjust the tension. You can make it a little light and move it around, but if you don't want it to move, you should really tighten it. Okay, so all right, so we'll go ahead and install these in the vehicle, and then we'll try it out. Okay, so yeah, let's go install this in the Rav4. All right, by the way, I'm very happy with how these the amps mounts mounted on here. It mounted perfectly. All right, so that's exactly what I was looking for. The ProClips were dimple drilled to tell you where to drill for the so they give you an option, like if you want to use like a adhesive mount or a bolt-on mount. I want to go with a bolt-on mount, right? I want it to be super secure. Okay, and that's why I use these locking nuts. Your car, vibrates and stuff. This stuff can come loose. Okay, so I didn't have enough locking nuts, so I'm gonna have to go get some more. I might have more. Let me see if I can find some, but I think that should be secure for now. Okay, good enough. But yeah, I'm happy with how it all went together. All I did was drill it, and then I just stuck the bolts in there, and everything was fine. All right, I am a little disappointed in this guy. All right, this guy didn't come with the screws and the bolts. All right, the screws and the nuts. All right, it was listed on the. There was actually also adhesive double-sided tape for this also to install, but yeah, it didn't come with it, so kind of disappointed. It was in the ad, so it was in the Amazon webpage, so oh well. All right, it's me here. We're gonna go ahead and do this install. So I've already put the mounting hardware on there, okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and install this bad boy. So the first step, it says, is you got to clean the area where the ProClip will attach. All right, I'm gonna use some rubbing alcohol for that. Rubbing alcohol and a good old napkin. So I think we're going to be installing it. This is the little tool that they give you. Probably be installing it like right here. Okay, that's where they show. You don't block the hazard button. Okay, so that's where you want it. So you want to clean here, and then on top of this HVAC thing, just clean the whole thing. Okay. And if your dash is extra dirty, you probably want to go through it twice. One thing you can do is use the tool to help get my napkin in here, so you can clean it out. Okay, the problem is the fibers from this come out. So if you could use like a microfiber cloth, would be better. That's what I want to say. In fact, that's what I want to do. Got one. I got a lint-free cloth right here. Okay, I've got a wire fished around here, so I'm going to go pull this off first because that's where the clip is going to go. Then we'll put it back after. That's my phone charging wire. Okay, now it says the adhesive tape cover must be removed. Alright, so the tape cover they're talking about is this blue tape right here. We're going to go ahead and remove the blue tape cover, like it says so. Why, I don't know, because it's supposed to clip in, right? Is it tacky? Yes, it's a double-sided tape. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and install it. Place the clip in your hand so the ProClip sticker is at the top. All right, that sticker they're talking about. Hook the S-shaped edge on the upper part of the ProClip into the gap next to the gap opener. So we're going to be, where's the gap opener go? All right, we're going to be installing it like right around here. So we're going to push the gap opener right here. All right, that should help wedge it in, or right here. Right next to it, right? Okay, I think I can do this one-handed. All right, so there you go. There's the ProClip logo. All right, it's facing up. Sorry, it's out of focus, but and it's going to be mounted right here. You want to get that little hook part at the end here. You want to try to sweep it into that little gap there, just like that. Okay, get it? Okay, so you want to get this little sharp part right here, hook it into the dash right here. Okay, there we go. Okay, just like that. Now press the ProClip downward and forward so the upper edge hooks under the frame surrounding the air vent. The gap opener then needs to go into the seam between the panel surrounding the climate control and the padded dash above it to widen the gap. Then lowered. Okay, so now you need to take this out, all right, and then stick it in here. I think is what they're saying, right? To open it up. Maybe you have to press down on it or something. So press down on it. Press downward and forward so the upper edge hooks under the frame. Okay, so and then it says then lower the edge of the mount needs to go all the way into the seam. All right, just like that. All right, and it just you saw it just kind of just clicked, and that's it. Okay, I don't know. I might move this higher. I'm not sure. And then just pull out the seam thing. That didn't really do anything. I think they wanted you to keep this here the whole time. So it's gonna leave this open here. So the way it works is like there's a little hook, it goes here and then it pushes up there. It seems pretty secure, kind of moves a little bit. Okay, we'll see how it handles over time. All right, the ProClip is in place. The adhesive tape cover should be removed. The tape does not leave any marks or damage the dashboard and is easy to remove. Okay, so there you go. Okay, so let's go ahead and install the A-pillar cover. This one's even easier. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and install the A-pillar mount, right, or the left mount is what they call it. This one is even easier to install. All right, so there it is. It's got the little mount already installed on it. So you want to install it with the ProClip logo facing up. Okay, so I think there's a good amount of area that you can move it into because this whole area looks the same. All right, until it gets to maybe like about here. So you can probably install it like anywhere around this area. I'm gonna try to line the ball up with where the vent is, all right, for the AC. Okay, the first thing to do is peel back the weather stripping. So the weather stripping is right here. All right, you're not gonna see it when I shoot the video, but the weather stripping is right here, all right, this whole rubber thing. You just gotta peel this back and push it in there. Okay, so we're going to peel this back where you want to put it. And then with the ProClip logo facing up, you're going to hook this in there where the for the A-pillar cover. Okay, just like that. Just goes up in there, no problem. All right, and then all you got to do is press it forward until it clips into place. There you go, and then that's it. Pretty secure. All right, there we go. It does move a little bit, man, but gravity kind of keeps it in place, I hope. We'll see how secure that. It doesn't seem very secure, guys. I think a little disappointed in how loose that is. That's it. That is clipped into place. Maybe I gotta move it more? I don't know. Maybe move it forward. Okay, yeah, I'm kind of disappointed it moves around a little bit. This one seems a little more secure. Yeah. I pull on it. If I pull on this one, it moves a whole lot. So I don't know if I'm happy with that. We'll see. Well, so what I gotta do is I gotta press it till it touches the dash mat. All right, I have a dash mat on there, so I don't think it'll damage it anyway. So. Okay, so there we go. I've got the ProClips installed. That's the center mount, and then this is the left mount or A-pillar mount. All right, there we go. Here's me up. I have a phone mount that I want to install on that ball. Let me do it. Okay. So this is the kind of like a cradle type phone mount. You're gonna put the little ring here in there first. Pop this onto that ball. Hopefully it fits good. It seems okay. All right, and then I'm gonna go tighten the ring on the back. You guys can't see it, but tightening it. All right, and then just tighten it to where you want it. All right. That seems pretty good. Okay, and then open that up. Put my phone on there. There we go. Seems pretty good. Okay, so that's what the with the cradle mount. This is what it looks like when you're doing it. It's pretty good. It's already angled towards you a little bit. You have some adjustability. All right, and I would put it like that. Can you turn it sideways? Yes, you can turn it sideways too. Very cool. Okay, it seems very secure. To remove the phone, there's a little button back here that opens this up. All right, this is a lax phone mount. All right, it was actually mounted onto this little ball here in my cup holder. All right, so I'm gonna give that a try today when I go to work. Okay, so that's how that is. Pretty simple. Easy on and off. You can also, the nice thing about this is you can adjust where the claws are. It has like a little ratcheting mechanism, and then you can leave it at a point where like you can just take your phone off and on, and then you know it won't move too much. But if you really want it secure, just clamp down on that bad boy. Okay, and then you would put the charge cable right here. So that's the with the center console mount with this little cradle dealie. All right, I got this from UPS. They gave this to me for working with their phones. Okay, so we're going to go install my Bracketron magnetic mount onto the ProClip A-pillar mount, okay, or the left mount. Basically, you got to go take the take this little ring off. This is their vent mount. That's what I'm using right now. It works pretty good, but we're going to try this left mount out. Okay, and then I'm going to pull. When the ring is free, I'm going to pull the mount. It should pop off. Okay. Put the ring on this one. Pop this onto there. It doesn't seem very secure. It moves a whole lot. I'm not very happy with this left mount. Oh, there we go. Okay, just popped into place. And we're going to go tighten it. Tighten the ring. Okay, I'm gonna get some really crank down on that bad boy. All right, and there it is. So the way this guy works, so I take my phone, put it right here. Okay. And there you go. Can I rip it off the mount? No, dude, it pulls the whole thing off. I kind of don't like this left mount. It's not super duper secure. All right, and then I would plug this into here. That would charge my phone. I kind of don't like how high this one is. I like the vent mount better, honestly. The only thing is the vent mount. If I pull the vent mount, it could damage my vent if it's gripping the mount really strongly, which it is. Yeah, and then I can't use the vent. So, and then the way to take it off is you just kind of peel it off. Okay. You can also slide it off a little bit and peel it off. Okay, this, I kind of don't like this because it exposes it more to the sun. I guess what I could do is get an arm and move it downward, but then it might make this worse. So I kind of don't like this this A-pillar mount. It's kind of sad to say. I like this one. This one seems more secure, way more secure. Look at how strong that is. So what I might do is try the magnetic mount on this one. All right, we'll try that. Okay, but this is my old mount. It worked pretty good, but it's not strong enough to hold it. And then this one doesn't seem strong enough either. Okay. And there's no way to really lower it. I guess you could lower it. So with my massive phone on there, this is what it blocks when you're looking at it. All right, when you're using the center mount, you still have access to the power and volume thing here. I don't really use the tuning knob all that much, but you can reach behind it, right? But you can't see it. All right, and it blocks the app button, but you can still see that. I can still see the apps where it says apps here. All right, there's nothing under that, and then yeah, that's pretty much all it blocks, and it blocks the vent right here. But the passenger could still pretty easily get to it. All right, but yeah, you can still get to it. You just can't see it. Okay. It also blocks the recirculate logo, all right, the recirculate, where it says recirculate here. It also blocks the rear air button, all right, those two. But the selector for where the air goes, you can still see that. Okay, so I kind of have to like maybe move my head a little bit if I want to see what's under there. Yeah, and then the right knob for the HVAC control, it kind of blocks about 75% of it. All right, I can't see the sync button, and I can still see the AC button actually. So okay, that's what we lost, and also we probably can't see the what the passenger side's climate is for the dual climate control. All right, but pretty much everything else we can access here. I can access the heated seats. I can get to the USB that I installed here, no problem. Okay, I can still get to the what is this, the hazard button, no problem. So I think that's good. You might be able to move it to the left a little bit, but I think this is okay. All right, and you can, I can kind of have my elbow on the armrest and still touch the phone and stuff. All right, but it's probably better to just touch it and stuff. How is touching the phone? Seems pretty secure. All right, it's not moving a whole lot. We'll see how it moves and bobbles around when I'm driving. So I'll say okay. Okay, this one, it's not really blocking all that much stuff. All right, there it is. But it is in the sun more. Okay. Yeah, it's more. It kind of blocks your view more. But the good thing is yeah, it's in your view more. All right, so you can kind of just glance at it a little more easily. So I'll say it's kind of harder to operate. I kind of liked it down here, and it's kind of out of sight. You know, people don't really see it. Here, yeah, you probably could definitely see it from outside the car. Okay, I kind of like this because it's lower. I might just stick with this. All right, but we'll see how this works in the meantime. Also, I still have the slip grips coming. We're going to try the slip grips out in a separate video. Okay, and then here's the mount, the power cord. Okay, so this one's going to have all these power cords and stuff going around here. I kind of don't like that, all right, because I have to use the shifter like a whole lot. All right, I use this, all this. This is stuff is operating the vehicle. I'm using it all the time, all right. So I don't like having anything in this area, particularly this mount here. Okay, I have to go like around this to use this. All right, but this fixes that. All right, it puts everything up here nicely, and it's very secure. All right, this one not so secure. Kind of moves around a whole lot, but I have it resting on the dash, so we'll see how that works out. All right, but my phone barely fits there. So the good thing is the vent is right here. If you wanted, if your phone is getting hot, you could just turn the AC on or the air on, and it'll blow air up into the phone to cool it down. So that's the nice thing. Same thing with this one. All right, you can direct the passenger vent this way, right, and then it'll shoot the air towards the phone. Okay, if you want to cool your phone down on those hot days. I think that's important. All right, but here I feel like it's more exposed to the sun. I kind of don't like that. I don't like my phone to be exposed to the sun like that. But these were just with the regular phone mounts. If you're using a 17mm mount, then it works nicely with these phone mounts. Okay, you can just buy like pretty much any phone mount on the market, and it'll just pop into there. I think Garmin's use 17mm also. So I'm pretty happy with how the mount went in there and everything. The amps mount bolted on there. I don't have to worry about any adhesives or glues coming off when it gets hot. That's why I wanted it to be bolted on, and it bolted on nicely. All right, pretty good. I was only able to use 3 screws for this one, right? Oh, geez, it's hard to get out. Yeah, this one is only 3 screws. Pretty cool. Okay, thanks for watching. He's Miguel.